Right now at 5:30, the search for a Southern Kentucky toddler has come to a tragic end, but the search for answers and what's led to her death just beginning.
Also on WKYT this morning, a driver accused of hitting and killing a Lexington cyclist in Georgetown is set to face a Scott County judge on a murder charge later today.
We have a system barreling through the Mississippi Valley region headed our way. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. We'll show you what you can expect out of these coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. We hope you had a nice Memorial Day weekend, and here we are. It's Tuesday, May 26th. Welcome in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. This may be your Monday for some of you out there who had yesterday off.
Feels like it, right?
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good one, but it is a first alert severe weather day.
Really, it's later today. We'll really be watching things cook up. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. He is in our First Alert Weather Center with the details. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. And we have a few showers working their way north and northeast, and that's back toward the Fleming County area, making your way through Moorhead, Rowan County, Lakeview Heights, just south of Moorhead, and then make your way into that Sandy Hook region. The Cave Run area, that's where you're seeing some of this rain. It's heading northbound, so heads up Carter County and heads up, making your way into Lewis and also Greenup County. There's your look. Look at the movement on this, northeast. So just keep that in mind. Sandy Hook, you're about to get it right on downtown in Elliott County. Here's your current temperatures in the 60s, and look at 70 degrees now in Harlan County. That is not normal. Let's just put it that way. 80 degrees by the afternoon, strong, maybe even a few severe thunderstorms. It's not a high impact event, but it's an event. And I'll explain what you can expect out of this coming up.
Okay, see you then. Thank you.
Well, severe weather may just now be moving into our area, but in the southwest, they've been dealing with some devastating storms for 3 days now.
It's been a tough period. Flash flood watches are still in effect in parts of Texas, and thousands of people are without power, among all the other difficulties. Omar Villafranca has the latest from Wimberley, Texas, where 12 people are missing after their vacation home was swept away by floodwater.
Severe storms moved through Texas for the third straight day. Up to 6 inches of rain fell in Houston, submerging roads and prompting authorities to declare a flash flood emergency, leaving drivers stranded in their cars on flooded streets and highways. Even a police officer in Navasota, Texas, had to be helped after his patrol car got stuck in rising waters. In Hays County, the swollen Blanco River wiped out more than 1,000 homes, including one where 2 families had gathered for the holiday weekend. 12 people who were inside the house are missing.
To observe firsthand what the devastation looks like. You cannot candy coat it. It's absolutely massive.
Teams here in Wimberley will transition today from a search to a recovery mission, meaning that no more survivors are expected to be found in the flood debris.
The search for survivors is just beginning across the border in Mexico, where a tornado killed more than a dozen people and left hundreds of homes destroyed. And in Austin, fast-moving creeks took over city streets in the downtown area, flooding businesses and trapping some employees at a 7-Eleven.
Employees apparently waited too long to leave, got trapped by the water, and it finally got to the point where they were forced to go up onto the counters.
The threat of severe weather is not yet over in Texas. Forecasts are calling for more rain today. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Wimberley, Texas.
And severe weather is to blame for at least 4 deaths in Texas since Friday. Well, here in the Commonwealth, we are tracking a developing story out of southern Kentucky this morning. The search for a missing toddler has come to a tragic end. State troopers tell us they have found the body of 2-year-old Lainey Wallace.
While the search for her has ended, the search for more information about the case and what led up to this just beginning. WKYT's Sean Moody's at our live desk with more on what we've learned overnight. Sean, what have you found out about Anthony Barber?
Well, we haven't found out where he's been booked into jail. We know state police arrested him yesterday. We don't know where he is now. We also don't know what charges he is facing. State police made the discovery after nearly a week of searching. They arrested Barber during a traffic stop. Then about an hour later, they say they found 2-year-old Lainey Wallace's body. State police say Lainey had been missing since Sunday morning. They said they got the call on Tuesday. They'd been searching for her and her mother's boyfriend, Anthony Barber, ever since. They said they found Barber's car abandoned in a field Tuesday evening, but there was no sign of him or Lainey. They searched several areas over the next few days, but couldn't find anything. Finally, yesterday afternoon, state police arrested Barber during a traffic stop at the Temple Hill Fire Department. A man who lived nearby said he saw it happen.
Just happened to look out the window, and the Kentucky State Police, 2 gentlemen jumped out run over to the truck, opened the door, and jerked the guy out, and they wrestled him to the ground and handcuffed him.
Now, about an hour after that, state police said they found Laney's body not far from where she was originally reported missing. Our sister station, WBKO in Bowling Green, reports that her body was in a well on Barber's property. Now, again, state police haven't said what charges they arrested Barber on, and at this point we haven't been able to find out where they are holding Barber. At the live desk, Sean Moody, WKYT.
A driver accused of hitting and killing a Lexington cyclist in Georgetown set to face a judge on a murder charge today.
Police say Odlin Paz Salvador had been drinking and smoking marijuana before he crashed into Mark Hinkle. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the Scott County Courthouse with a look at the case. Mark, what have we learned about the circumstances at this point?
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. We've learned from an arrest citation just how much beer and marijuana he is accused of consuming. According to that arrest citation, Odlin Paz Salvador admitted to police that he smoked marijuana and drank 6 beers before the crash. The arrest citation goes on to say that when investigators found Paz Salvador, there was a cold beer in his truck's cup holder, a hole in his windshield, and a bicyclist's body on the cover of the bed of his truck. Police say that cyclist, 57-year-old Mark Hinkle, was killed Saturday afternoon, just 3 miles before he finished the 102-mile Horsey 100 cycling event. Investigators tell us the Lexington man was on mile 99 when Paz Salvador crossed the center line on Lemons Mill Road and hit Hinkle head-on. We spoke with another bicyclist who says that he and his wife were just ahead of Hinkle when the man was hit.
She heard the sound of the collision, described it as a thwack, and thought to herself that we're next, and saw that the truck missed us by inches.
Paz Salvador is now facing charges of murder, wanton endangerment, as well as leaving the scene of an accident. He will appear before a judge here at the Scott County Courthouse at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Live in Georgetown, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. Our time this morning is 5:37 on WKYT. It has now been 2 years since a Bardstown, Kentucky police officer was ambushed and killed in the line of duty. Officer Jason Ellis was killed in the early morning hours of May 25, 2013. Authorities say he was gunned down while clearing off debris from a roadway, and they still don't know who killed him. Yesterday, dozens gathered to remember Officer Ellis. They hung blue glow sticks on an 8-mile path from where he was killed to his final resting place. Ellis's mother-in-law says she refuses to let the case remain unsolved.
We're not going to forget. We're not going to give up. We're not going to move on. It's not going to be a cold case.
Family and friends say they will continue this tradition until Officer Ellis's killer is brought to justice.
Well, new this morning, Lexington police officers tell us a stretch of News Circle was shut down for an hour after a car crash. Police say an officer tried to stop a car near the old Frankfort Pike and News Circle intersection when the car took off. They say it crashed into a barricade and the driver got out and ran off. We're not sure if the driver was hurt. Police say they did shut down a portion of News Circle to clean up debris. The road opened back up around 2:30 this morning.
State police are investigating a murder and kidnapping in Carter County. Investigators say they were called to a home on Riverbend Way in Grayson on Sunday night. And when they got there, they found 24-year-old Marcus Blake McDavid dead from a gunshot wound. State troopers say they received information that the suspect had just left the home with a woman. KSP found the two at a home on Taylor Hollow Road a short time later. State police arrested 33-year-old Freddie Darren Eric. He is charged with murder and kidnapping.
Well, a possible mystery now surrounds the death of blues legend B.B. King after the late guitarist's daughters made some disturbing claims. 2 of B.B. King's daughters allege aides may have poisoned their father, saying they weren't allowed to visit him in his final hours. But local police say there is no active homicide investigation at this time. He died in Nevada. In addition, an attorney told the Associated Press that 3 doctors determined King was well cared for before his death. King died at the age of 89 on May 14th at his home in Las Vegas. A 9-year-old from Central Kentucky kicking off his second music career, and what better way to do so than following in the footsteps of the king of rock and roll. Our partners at the Herald Leader sat down with Jonathan Rader from Wilmore. He first appeared on the Lexington bluegrass music scene in 2008 when he was just 3 years old. After he saw an Elvis Presley impersonator last year, everything changed. He's now known as Little E and can belt out some of the King's greatest hits. even has the same onstage moves that drove the Elvis fans crazy.
I just started loving the style of music that he did. And then when we got back from Nashville, I just got on my iPad and started like searching Elvis on the internet and just getting to know more about him. So when you get home tonight, this is what I want you to do. I want you to sing the song to your little dog, and the song goes something like this. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend.
How cute. That's funny. Raider recorded an Elvis CD in Nashville with some professional musicians. That's the great thing about, the internet and YouTube opens up a whole new generation to Elvis.
Right, and this, of course, courtesy of the Herald Leader, also doing a story out here. Look at that, he really has the moves.
Yeah,
That's fun.
He may have a future, that one.
Put a smile on your face, and Micah says that song is stuck in his head for the rest of the day.
Yes.
So maybe that's the case.
It's a good one to have stuck.
It is.
Yeah.
Our time this morning is 5:41. Let's check live drive traffic on your Tuesday. See what's going on. Back to work for a lot of folks today. Here is Broadway and High Street, and the early birds out there are moving along fine. No reports of any major problems. The interstates also, after yesterday's heavier traffic, things are clearing up.
Oh, man,
now.
talk about heavy traffic.
Yeah.
I was coming in on 75 North over there by Berea.
Yeah.
It was a mess for a wide stretch. So
Right.
it was nice to get out of that, finally clear towards Richmond.
Right, even though they had, kind of suspended a lot of the construction, still just heavy.
Yeah,
heavy
just all those
traffic.
campers.
Yeah, and boats and so forth.
Yep.
But everybody's back to work now, right? Okay, more news coming up for you on WKYT here in just a moment.
For the video game lovers out there, one couple may give you some wedding ideas. We'll show you their game-themed wedding. I don't know about this one in just 5 minutes.
Happy couple right there. Here's what's not happy, the weather. Slight chance of severe weather as we head into the afternoon, off into the evening hours. Is this an outbreak type of setup, or is it a low-end severe weather threat? I'll go over the latest forecast and show you that coming up.